In the frigid Manhattan courtroom on January 5, 2026, the clank of shackles echoed like a death knell for an era. Nicolás Maduro, once the unyielding ruler of Venezuela, stood defiant yet broken, shackled, bandaged wife by his side, shouting to the world, "I am still president, a prisoner of war." He pleaded not guilty to narco-terrorism charges, but in that raw moment of humiliation, a nation's dreams shattered anew. Was this the bitter end of tyranny, or the agonizing birth of something far more dangerous? Welcome to Shadow Sway, where we immerse you in the throbbing heart of history's most visceral turning points. Through stunning 3D recreations, feel the explosions that shook Caracas, the terror of families fleeing chaos, and the tears of a people torn between liberation and loss. This is the harrowing saga of Maduro's dramatic capture, a story soaked in betrayal, human anguish, and the brutal cost of power. To grasp the depth of this heartbreak, we must plunge into the suffering that forged it. Nicolás Maduro took the helm in 2013 after Hugo Chávez's death, inheriting a revolutionary promise: oil wealth for the poor, dignity for the forgotten. At first, it ignited hope. Schools built, healthcare extended, millions lifted. But the dream twisted into torment. Corruption eroded the foundations. Hyperinflation turned bread into luxury, forcing parents to watch their children waste away from hunger. Blackouts plunged cities into darkness, hospitals into despair. Over 7 million Venezuelans fled, carrying shattered lives across borders. Protests crushed, voices silenced. Accusations of rigged elections and narco links painted Maduro as guardian of a criminal empire. The U.S. had indicted him years earlier, labeling him head of the Cartel of the Suns, a network allegedly flooding America with cocaine, armed with machine guns and terror. A bounty swelled to tens of millions, yet he defied the world, allied with Russia, China, Iran. But in late 2025, tensions boiled. Seized oil tankers, blockades, ultimatums. Then, Operation Absolute Resolve struck. Imagine the nightmare. January 3, 2026, pre-dawn darkness over Caracas. Over 150 U.S. aircraft roar in, bombs shattering military bases like Fuerte Tiuna. Explosions illuminate the sky. Anti-aircraft fire futilely claws at shadows. Elite Delta Force operators rappel into the fortified compound, hearts racing, torches cutting through steel doors. Maduro and his loyal wife, Cilia Flores, the first combatant, ripped from their bed, hooded, zip-tied. Gunfire cracks, lives lost in the frenzy. Whisked to a waiting helicopter, then the USS Iwo Jima, and finally New York, shackled. Perp walked into federal custody. Hidden clues in the precision, months of insider tips, drone surveillance tracking his every breath. Symbolism profound, like the 1989 seizure of Panama's Noriega, a reminder that no leader's fortress endures forever. By January 5th, the courtroom drama intensified the pain. Maduro, expressionless yet raging, interrupted the judge. "I am innocent, a decent man, kidnapped." Cilia, bandaged from the raid's chaos, stood silent beside him. Not guilty pleas entered. Next hearing March. But the human toll? Venezuelan blood on Caracas streets. Families mourning amid rubble. Today, January 6, 2026, Venezuela gasps in turmoil. Vice President Delcy Rodriguez, fierce Maduro ally, sworn in as interim leader, backed by the military, vowing support for the only true president, while hinting at uneasy cooperation with the U.S. streets, pulse with clashes, pro-Maduro militias versus crowds tasting fragile hope. Opposition icon Maria Corina Machado praises the action, planning her return. Exiles weep in joy, loyalists burn with fury. Russia and China condemn imperial aggression. The UN debates violations of sovereignty. President Trump warns of more strikes, claiming America will guide Venezuela's rebirth, oil flowing freely again. Humanize the agony. Picture Sofia, a mother scavenging for medicine as her child fades, or Miguel, a soldier loyal to the revolution, now haunted by doubt amid the smoke. Their stories, the skipped meals, vanished futures, bleed through this tragedy, A resilient nation, scarred by loss, now teetering on the abyss. In our 3D panoramas, watch alliances fracture, maps redraw, U.S. influence surging, but at the price of global outrage and potential wider conflict. This fall carries crushing symbolism. The Bolivarian flame of hope for the oppressed, snuffed in chains and defiance. A stark mirror to power's fragility, and its devastating toll on innocent souls. Maduro's capture wounds the heart deeply. Justice for the oppressed, yet sorrow for a nation's fractured spirit. Triumph shadowed by fear of endless strife. What emerges from these ruins could heal Venezuela or ignite flames across the hemisphere. If this gut-wrenching tale stirred fury, tears, or burning questions within you, smash that like, subscribe for more pulse-pounding 3D documentaries from history's raw edges, and unleash your thoughts in the comments. Does this mark true justice or a perilous precedent? Share this to awaken others, because in moments of such profound human suffering, our voices must rise. Stay fierce, stay feeling. This is Shadow Sway, signing off.